Hello champions and future champions. Hello ChessMood family. Gabuzyan is here with you and we're beginning our daily lesson. Before discussing the topic, I will ask you to pause the video and think how we can continue here for black. Seeing this position, we can notice that black has a control over the f-file. Knight is doing well on the king side. But our other pieces, especially the queen, is not that active. Today, we are going to continue topic of previous daily lesson, which was about happy queen. We have a little improvement, and today we are going to make our queen happy with a pawn sacrifice. Now, if black tries to play queen f7 and keep the queen f2 threat, it's not working out that great because white can play now knight d1, prevent the threats. At the same time, we will not find the great use of our rook on a7 and cannot activate it through the 7th rank. Instead, we have much better option, and at the beginning, black can try to get the happy queen with c4 move. Yes, this is a pawn sacrifice, but after knight c4 and queen c5 check, let's take a look at this position. Suddenly we're getting a monster playing very well through this long diagonal. Queen f2 can be a possible threat. For example, king g2 is not working for that reason. After check, white is losing. After queen c5, if white is trying to go queen e3 move and exchange the queens, going for a pawn up end game, we have a strong option available. Pause the video and try to find it. Black is not going to exchange the queens. Instead, we are paying attention that knight on c4 is protected only by this bishop. We play now rook f1 check, rook f1 and queen c4 with the winning position. We have two pieces for opponent's rook. On top of this, white king is a little bit weakened, pawn on h3 now is hanging. If white goes g4, knight is getting a monster outpost on f4. For all of these reasons, after queen c5 check at the beginning, white goes knight e3, and black's getting very strong queen, playing good through the long diagonal. All further ideas of black are working out as well. Now we can activate the rook for a 7th rank, but before doing this, we have a nice addition. Black goes knight f4, creating a threat of knight a3 check. If here white takes, we take back with the pawn, and on top of having a strong queen, we are also getting a monster bishop. After capturing on e3, even though black is still pawn down, this monster is joining the game, and it's a decent compensation. That's why after knight f4, white tried to go g4 move here, but that's also a mistake because knight on f4 is getting a great outpost. After activating the rook with a7, queen h4 and rook af7 moves, black is getting a great advantage here. Queen is playing super strong, and meanwhile we made the happy rook from a8, taking it to f7 squares. Now let's go ahead and see our next position. This interesting messy position is from the game of two super strong grandmasters. So Wesley is playing as White against Rapport Richard. Here it's black to move. We can notice that black has a huge power on the g-file, very strong rooks. But we are missing some pawns. On top of everything, our queen is not really doing well in the game. How to activate queen is my question. You can pause the video and make a decision. Rapport in the game didn't find the idea. He played queen f7, trying to go queen g6 and create some threats through the g-file. But there is a defensive idea of knight e2 move. White is controlling now g1 square, and if black here goes queen g6, there is knight e7, simply forking queen and the rook, winning the material. There are no sacrifices and nothing is working because all the time queen is under attack. Otherwise, after knight e2, it's really unclear how to bring this queen into the game. That's why at the beginning, there is a crazy resource available for black. Black can play now c6 move. Sounds crazy, isn't it? White can take with the d or b pawns and get the protected passed pawn on the 6th rank. For example, if white takes with the b pawn, we're now going queen a7, activating the queen through the long diagonal. Sometimes we'll find some options of cooperation with our rook through the g file. As well, we can use it sometimes through the other diagonal here. After knight b5, are we going to move the queen or play differently? Pause the video and try to find a very beautiful move here for black. Even though move like queen b6 is winning, knight d3 here is a super decision. We are threatening to mate with our queen. But if white is destroying it, we're checkmating rook f2. The other one is controlling g1 square, knight is supporting the rook and preventing king e1 move. In this way, black is winning if, after c6, white is taking with the b pawn. White can try now to play b6 move and prevent queen a7 idea. Not a big deal. We are still playing queen b7, and now if white is deciding to take on c6, we still have queen a6 check. Here is the thing, even after queen b5, we can go for the same idea with knight d3 move. And again we are mating. After c6, white has only one reasonable continuation, to capture with the d pawn, and after queen a7, b6 move is going to the same line as after queen a6 check, we have just seen it, but now white can go knight d1, and at least this diagonal is blocked by the pawn on b5. How to play here as black is my question. Pause the video and make your decision. This time, even though knight is protecting square on f2, we are still going for a knight d3 idea. The threat is rook f2 check. If white is capturing our knight on d3, we're getting another mating idea. Rook g1 check, rook g1, queen g1. And after king e2, black is mating with rook g2 move here. After knight f2 and rook f2 checkmate. At the beginning position, c6 is a crazy move and not really easy to find it. But if we're thinking in the right way and understanding that activating the queen in conditions of such a bad king for opponent can be decisive, we don't even pay attention to the price. Even though c6 is creating a super strong passed pawn for opponent, it's not a huge deal and our queen's activity is much more expensive. Now, let's go ahead and you will get your homework position. Here it's white to move, and we need to take care of the beast on b2. You can share your thoughts and ideas how to do this in the comment section below. Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.